See that? Boom, boom. Freezing, chilling, everything is shattering. Herald device is going to work. This is so much fun, guys. That was the longest ritual ever. Ooh, yo, what's up, fellas? As you guys probably have seen with the previous clips here, that we are using the Ice Spear, the Glacial Lance. And it is so much fun. It's very effective, especially with the equipments and uniques and the support gems that we have here. We basically have two skills on our hotbar, which is the Glacial Lance and Orb Storm for more damage during boss fights, because we are going to use the Ice Spear as well during boss fights. Um, I got this idea from a content creator, which I'm going to link down below the comments. So I think his name is Fast AF. He made a Ice Spear build on a Deadeye Ranger. So it got me thinking, why can't I use that as effectively on a Huntress? And the answer is we can. We can. We are on tier 6 and we are freezing and shattering everything. We're combining the unique Sapphire Ring, which allows you to shatter chilled enemies. And if you don't know, Glacial Lance, everything in its path is chilled. So you're basically shattering them without freezing them. But you are also freezing them, so you get that shatter effect as well. And if you take a Frenzy Charge, the path that it's taking is actually going to explode for additional AoE damage, which is absolutely beautiful to watch and feel. And the sound effect of this skill is so addicting to hear. So it's a very easy build. I know it's not Lightning Spear. If you're looking for a Lightning Spear build, there's about 1,000 to 1,000,000 content creators that are making that build. That equation has been solved. You can improve that build with Orb of Storm and conductivity for light exposure and such. It's and better gear, but this is new, guys, and it's a lot of fun. And all you're using is one skill. We're gonna use this on boss fights as well. And you're just spamming this, and it's about to get better because I just started building this today, and we're on tier 6. Tier 6. I'm still very new to the end game. I haven't leveled up as fast as I could, but as you can see here, we are shattering, we are freezing, we're chilling, and we are having constant frenzy charges. And we're having no problems at all with rares. We're freezing them, so our crowd control is phenomenal. Look at this. We also have quite a bit of a defense because of a chess piece I found, which is really nice. This shrine almost killed me. So I also want to mention the aura that we're using. We have two auras that's going on right now that is vital to this build, which just makes it so good. We have Malice, so that gives us more crit chance, and we have Hypothermia on all the enemies that are near us, which gives them which gives them vulnerability to cold damage and allows us to melt them even faster. So we're stacking crit, we're stacking light cold exposure. So these rares can be easily taken care of, and we're also crowd controlling them. It's fantastic, which helps our survivability. So let's talk about the build real quick. Like I said, this is very preliminary. I just started this today, and I can already see the potential and how good it will be as I progress through this game. So Glacial Lance, as as you saw there, it's a spear that goes straight line, and if you take a frenzy charge, it will do an explosion throughout that path. And our support gems here is Cold Infusion for more cold damage, Primal Armament for elemental damage, and Martial Tempo for that attack speed. Because it's really important to spam Glacial Lance because we want to freeze and chill as many enemies as possible. So Orb of Storm is a very classic tech. You gain Rage by putting Font of Rage in here, so it's very useful during boss fights. Combat Frenzy, you guys know what it is by now. Gives you charges, you use it up, your skill gets buffed up. Herald Device is very weak, but it's still very useful because of the ring that we have, our unique ring that was unique cipher ring that. So Herald Device is quite weak this season, but it's very good with the unique ring, the unique sapphire ring that we have. Enemies chilled by your hits can be shattered as though frozen. So we are freezing, we're chilling everything with Glacial Lance. So all we have to do is chill them, hit them again, and they will shatter. And what Herald of Ice does is if you shatter an enemy, it gives that explosion. So it's a beautiful synergy between Herald of Ice, Glacial Lance, and the Porcelain Sapphire Ring. So for Herald Device, we have Reach. We don't care about accuracy rating here. We want that area effect, that 35% area effect. That's why we have that there. Elemental Focus for more 25% elemental damage, even though it's not inflicting elemental ailments. We want that elemental damage in there. Magnified Effect for that more area of effect. And then Cast on Critical is for boss fights. We have Frost Bomb here to apply cold exposure, and that debuffs the the boss, which you know, which in turn gives us more damage. Sniper's Mark. This gives us frenzy charge while we are spamming our glacial lance during boss fight, and impetus to gain more energy so we can spam frost bomb and sniper smart. Wind dancer is for defense, and then we have blasphemy here. And then we have blasphemy. So what this does is if you socket a curse, it will turn that curse into aura, which I have socketed a hypothermia, which gives minus 26 cold resistance. It inflicts a curse that gives minus 26 cold resistance to your targets. The downfall is the curses that you socketed has 46% less magnitude. But that's okay because when we're mapping, everything has minus 14, I believe. So that helps our damage a lot. It helps freeze and chill everything and one shots them. So this all works out because we have a scepter on our offhand that gives us 131 spirit. That's how we're able to slot all these spirit abilities. And you want spirit in here, you want intelligence, you want 46% increase presence area of effect because Omen Scepters, you also want Omen Scepters. Omen Scepters has Malice. And what Malice does is it gives critical weakness to the presence, to the surrounding area. So you're not only stacking crit through your skill tree, your ascendancy points, you're also stacking crit through presence, which is very, very nice. So for our spear, bought this for cheap. I think 3 exalt. I have cold lightning damage in here, some physical. I have 151 accuracy. I also want in the future just cold physical accuracy and attack speed, so I'm working on getting a good one. My gears are very cheap, by the way. This I found through the campaign. Again, this I found through the campaign. I didn't even buy these. This I found on the ground, which is amazing. I've the Dancing Mirage Wayfarer jacket, 20% less damage taken if you have not been hit recently. So that's if you played Ranger, that's close to Tailwind, which is really nice. But then if you get hit, 100% increase in evasion rating if you have been hit recently. So it's a really nice defensive item, and it's perfect as I'm going through these maps, and I don't have a lot of resistances. So this is the unique ring. Enemies chilled by your hits can be shattered as though frozen. We already talked about this. Perfect synergy. And then we have Topaz Ring for physical and cold damage to attacks. I bought this for 3 exals. I rolled the rest of the mods in here. I got really lucky. It looks really nice in here. Belt, I think I found this. It's nothing special, guys. Boots, found this as well. Like most of these gears I found except for this and the Night Scale gloves, which is very cheap. I think I bought this for 1 orb of alchemy. And what this does is it allows us to spam our ability. If this is not active, if I didn't have those gloves, I will run out of mana. And as you can see there,
Have no mana.
I wasn't running out of mana because of these gloves. 150% increase in mana regeneration rate if you've dealt a critical hit recently. We are dealing a bunch of critical hits all the time because we are Huntress. So we have an amazing mana regen when we're critting. This also gives us 47 increase in critical hit chance, which helps our regen, and it just helps us spam our glacial lance, which what we need to do with this skill. It's not like lightning spear where it's a one shot one kill. We gotta spam this. Let's talk through what we just went over here and what's happening. Our scepter is giving us malice. You can see the stacking of that crit chance above this rare's name or right below it, 3.5%. You're also seeing the hypothermia minus 14%. See that? Absolutely crazy. And look, you can it just it just one shots rare. It's absolutely amazing because we're critting so much as well. And everything you chill, if you hit them one more time, they shatter. And when because of Herald of Ice, shattering will cause an explosion, which helps our AoE. And when we take Frenzy Charge, when our Glacial Lance takes a Frenzy Charge, this pathway will explode. I'll show you here in a little bit. Let's get some Frenzy, and boom, boom, boom. So it's a very simple build, but a lot is going on behind the scene that's working for us. Our hypothermia, our malice, our crit chances, our chill, our freezing, our cold damage. Look at that. It's absolutely beautiful. It's so much fun. So when you get bored with your lightning spear, um, try this out, man. Like it is not weak. It is very good. Very, very good. You can see that attack speed is also very important in this build simply because if we chill or freeze them, we have to hit them again. So we want to shoot that second lance as fast as possible. Um, we want some attack damage, projectile damage. And then we want to spec to crit damage, obviously. Some elemental here. We want our accuracy. We want skill speed, very important. We also took the spear section here for crit damage and spear damage. Obviously, we want all these crit spot, and we also path all the way up here for all the crit nodes here. We don't have a lot of skill points yet, so our tree looks very bare. We have our crashing wave, 30% increase damage if you've dealt a critical hit in the past 8 seconds. That's really nice because 36% plus 20 plus 20 plus 30, that's 106% total increase in damage if we've dealt a critical hit, which we will because uh, we have critical strike. And if you don't know yet, the more accuracy you have, the more your crit chance would increase against an enemy with less evasion. And we also have penetrate. So if you have accuracy on your weapon, this gives you more physical damage. Um, we also grabbed some evasion here. We gave up some evasion because of our chest piece, and we went for more attack speed right here for more skill speed. We also want Essence of Mountain for more extra cold damage and 20% increased freeze buildup. Because as of now, we're still very weak. We have very cheap gear. We're not very strong yet. So we want that freeze buildup as much as possible. We're also expecting on Falcon Dive for attack speed. Very important. We're also going to try to grab Precision Salvo, which gives us projectile speed, attack speed, and accuracy rating. And in the future, we will be grabbing. We might anoint this to be honest. Thin Ice. 20% increased freeze buildup and 50% increased damage with hits against frozen enemies. That's going to be really nice through mapping and boss fights. But we don't have enough skill points, but we will get there as we level up maybe 10 or 12 more. We should be there soon. So this build is about to be super strong, guys. Super strong. As you can see, very cheap gear. Very, very cheap gear. I found most of them, to be honest. And that's it. If you have any comments, comment down below. If you have any suggestions for this build, this is going to be our new build this season. So I could use all your help making this the best possible build that we can come up with, the best possible cold build for the Huntress that we can come up with, like we did with the bow shot build last league. So have a good night. I'm recording this at 2 a.m. Gonna upload this in the morning. So let's talk. Let's talk this weekend. Let's brainstorm and make this the best fucking freeze build ever. Okay, peace.